Welcome to our adjudication training session. Today, we'll cover the fundamentals of public speaking, the essentials of adjudication, and the key responsibilities that come with the role. By the end of this session, you'll have a clear understanding of what's expected of you as a public speaking adjudicator. Here's an overview of our agenda. First, what is public speaking? Second, public speaking adjudicator. Third, how to make a decision. And fourth, scoring based on 3M. To begin with, we will start with what is public speaking. Now, let me ask you a question. What does public speaking mean to you? Thank you for your responses, everyone. At the IFL Debate Club, we define public speaking as a skill in which the speaker provides an oral speech or presentation that addresses the public audience intending to transfer ideas. This definition is inspired by Chris Anderson of TED Talks. In this context, the main goals of a public speaker should be connectiveness and idea building. Therefore, there are 4 key ways speakers can achieve these goals. First, focus on one central idea. The power of public speaking lies in clarity. Hence, speakers should focus on a single idea to ensure that their message is clear and memorable. Avoid overwhelming your audience with too many main points. Second, give the audience a reason to care. Public speaking isn't just about delivering information. It's about creating relevance. A public speaker must engage with their audience by showing them why their message or speech matters. Speakers need to create a connection between the content and the audience's interests, values, or needs. Third, build the idea with related concepts. A great central idea should not be isolated. It's built on a foundation of related concepts that help deepen understanding. Hence, speakers should add supporting ideas, analogies, or examples that make their message richer and more relatable. This approach not only helps clarify your main idea, but it also makes the content more engaging and understandable. Lastly, make the idea worth sharing. The best ideas are the ones that inspire action or spark conversation. If you want your audience to remember and share your message, it needs to resonate on a deeper level. This could mean presenting a solution to a pressing problem, offering a fresh perspective, or telling a compelling story. Make your idea something that people feel passionate about and want to pass along to others. A memorable message is one that leaves a lasting impact, encouraging others to share it with their networks. Additionally, I would like to talk about the general structure of a speech. While the public speaking structure can be quite flexible depending on the topic and the speaker, there's a basic framework that most speeches follow. Let me walk you through it. First, let's start with the introduction. The opening is crucial because it sets the tone for the rest of your speech. Speakers should begin with a hook, something that grabs the audience's attention. This could be an engaging statement, a surprising fact, a thought-provoking question, or even a short story. The key is to hook the audience right from the start. Once their attention is captured, speakers must clearly state the main idea or purpose of their speech, which is the thesis statement. Next, we move to the body of your speech. The body is where speakers delve deeper into the key points, which are their supporting ideas. Speakers must explain these supporting ideas in detail by making sure to elaborate enough that the audience can fully understand them. Additionally, supporting ideas should have an example or a story to make it more relatable and easier to grasp. Finally, let's talk about the conclusion. This is where speakers wrap everything up. Speakers should briefly recap their main idea to remind the audience of what they've learned. It's a way of reinforcing the key message. Then, share the lesson learned and finish with a call to action. This is the chance to inspire the audience to act on what they've just learned. Now, let's transition to the next section. 2. Public speaking adjudicator. But before we dive into that, let me ask you, what do you think are the main responsibilities of an adjudicator in public speaking? Thank you for your responses, everyone. An adjudicator in public speaking is responsible for evaluating and providing feedback on the performance of speakers. In other words, adjudicators are the ones who must assess the speeches and ultimately decide the winners of the competition. Therefore, the key qualities of an adjudicator are as follows. First, an adjudicator must be knowledgeable. This means they need to understand the essential components of a successful speech, including the persuasive nature of the subject matter, the structure of the speech, the delivery style, and the language used. Second, an adjudicator must also remain objective. This means evaluating each speaker impartially, focusing on their performance rather than personal preferences or biases. The goal is to assess the content and delivery of each speech fairly by ensuring all speakers are judged on equal terms. Third, being observant is another crucial responsibility. An adjudicator should pay close attention not only to the content of the speech, but also to how it is delivered. How well does the speaker connect with the audience? Are they engaging? Are they conveying their message clearly and confidently? These are the kinds of details that adjudicators must watch for during their evaluation. Fourth, an adjudicator must be analytical. This involves assessing how effectively the speaker builds and transfers their ideas. Are they able to engage the audience with their message? Do they communicate their ideas in a clear, compelling way? An analytical adjudicator evaluates the structure of the argument, the logic behind it, and how well it resonates with the audience. Finally, an adjudicator must be communicative. Providing constructive feedback is a key part of the role. This feedback should offer insights into both the speaker's strengths and areas for growth. Positive reinforcement, as well as practical suggestions for improvement, helps speakers develop their skills and feel motivated to continue growing. Now that we learned the roles of an adjudicator, let's begin Section 3, How to Make a Decision. As an adjudicator, your role is to determine the winners in a competition or the best speakers in an event, which can often be a challenging task. However, you can simplify the decision-making process by asking yourself two key questions. First, was the speech successful? Second, what were prioritized in the speech? Before we answer the first question, could you try answering it yourself? What makes a speech successful? Thank you for your thoughtful responses. Now, let's begin with the first question. Was the speech successful? Here, we must ask ourselves whether the speaker has done a good job in delivering a speech that is both effective and successful in achieving its intended objective. A successful speech relies on four key components. First, persuasive subject matter. For prepared speeches, the content should aim to persuade the audience's thoughts, emotions, or actions. It should be relevant, compelling, and tailored to the audience's interests and needs. However, it should be noted that impromptu speeches may prioritize being descriptive or informative rather than persuasive. Second, well-constructed content. The speech should have a clear structure, including a strong opening to capture attention, a logical flow of ideas in the body, and a memorable conclusion to leave a lasting impression. Key points should be prioritized, and transitions should ensure a smooth progression of ideas. Third, convincing and engaging delivery. The speakers should use appropriate tone, volume, and pacing to maintain the audience's attention. Their body language, eye contact, and gestures should reinforce the message. The speaker's passion and confidence should shine through, making the delivery authentic and relatable. Finally, clear and accessible language. The speech should use language that is concise and avoids unnecessary jargon or technical terms, ensuring it is easy for the audience to follow. The choice of words should resonate with the audience, incorporating vivid imagery, rhetorical devices, or anecdotes to enhance engagement. Now, let's move to the second question. What were prioritized in the speech? Here, we need to consider two key aspects previously discussed in this chapter. As an adjudicator, you should evaluate candidates based on their ability to connect with the audience, connectiveness, and their skill in developing and effectively communicating ideas, idea building. First, connectiveness. You should vote for speakers who can establish a strong rapport with the audience. This connection between the speaker and the audience enhances the impact of the speech and makes the audience more receptive to the message. Second, idea building. You should vote for speakers who can not only present their ideas clearly, but also expand on them in a way that deepens understanding and encourages audience participation. This involves effectively transferring ideas between the speaker and the audience, creating a lasting and meaningful impression. Finally, we have reached the last part of our lesson, which is 4. Scoring based on 3M. Before diving into what the 3M refers to, let us first acknowledge that each competition and institution may have their own scoring systems and rubrics. However, the main focus consistently revolves around three key elements: content, delivery, and techniques. Here at the IFL Debate Club, we refer to these elements differently. We call them the 3M method, which stands for matter, manner, and method. Firstly, matter focuses on the content of the speech. Speakers must ensure their ideas are relevant to the topic and demonstrate a clear understanding. They should organize their speech with a logical structure, pay attention to correct pronunciation, and maintain good grammar. Secondly, manner is about how speakers deliver their speeches and key messages. They should use appropriate volume, tone, and pace while speaking clearly. Maintaining good body language to convey confidence is essential. Additionally, engaging with the audience through eye contact and responding to their reactions. Finally, method involves the techniques speakers use to support their speech. They should manage their time effectively and ensure smooth transitions between sections. They must clearly define the introduction, body, and conclusion, and they can use props, if applicable, to enhance the message without causing distractions. In conclusion, public speaking is a powerful skill that involves more than just delivering information. It is about connecting with your audience, building your ideas effectively, and leaving a lasting impact. Whether you are the speaker or the adjudicator, understanding the importance of clear structure, engaging delivery, and relevant content is essential. A successful speech captivates the audience by making the message resonate, while a good adjudicator evaluates speeches with knowledge, objectivity, and constructive feedback. By considering both the 3M method, matter, manner, and method, and focusing on connectiveness and idea building, we can ensure that public speaking remains a dynamic and meaningful tool for communication. Thank you all for your active participation and attention throughout this adjudication training session. Remember that the essence of public speaking and adjudication lies in connection, clarity, and continuous improvement. We look forward to seeing you put these principles into practice and making a meaningful impact. Thank you, and best of luck in all your future endeavors.